Francisca Chikata, and then Ephraim Nyanta is also here. They are from Rehoboth Social Housing. And good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
But, Ephraim, let me just first ask you what you have now, and then the testimonies from your customers also means that you're giving them value for money for their investment.
Exactly.
Now, what other social propositions then do you give, or value propositions do you give for your customers?
Okay, so the last time when we came here, we made mention that we have people who are actually living in the community. And just like you saw on the video, this is a true testament. I mean, people are living there now. These are homeowners who are living there, giving testimonies about the place and also how comfortable they are. And also, this project actually was started on an off-plan project. We just had a model house, and these people had we had a vision of providing affordable housing to the ordinary Ghanaian. And then these people also had a vision or a dream of owning a decent place for themselves. And within a period of 1 year, their properties are ready and they are living in there, feeling comfortable, giving the testimonies. And then when we started this project, the introductory price for the project was $35,000. Yes, and as it stands now, the completed one is 45. So these people who believed in the dream when we started off plan now have value. I mean, their property, there's an appreciation in value. So it's not just buying the house, but you get value for your money.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But are they affordable? Are they within the means of ordinary middle class Ghanaians or your target market?
Of course. Our current product, I think we will talk more on the shell homes as well.
Shell homes,
which is targeting more on the middle income earners and also the market women. We have people who have purchased lands and they never got to even see the land or build on their lands. So instead of buying a land that you go through litigation, courts, and so forth and so on, we say come and take these title lands which have been built. These houses have been built to the gable level. We have the substructure done for you, superstructure also done for you. We have good roads, you have water, you have light. The place is developed already as people are even living there. What you are saying is that you just get one of these units and at your own pace, at your own time, you can complete it. You roof it, you do your own tile, you do your own finishing. So it's affordable in terms of even the price. Now the shell is $25,000 for the 2-bedroom.
$25,000.
Yeah, if you are looking for at a 3-bedroom, that one is also $55,000 for the completed one, right?
Yes.
But the shell is 40,000. So that one, if you get it for 40,000, is about 480,000
Ghana cedis.
Yeah. For a shell home, you can use about $5,000 or $10,000 to do the interior finishing, and at the end of the day, your house will be valued around 60,000. It all depends on how well you finished your.
So you're saying that you can use it as a property, as a value of investment, or
Yes.
also the one that you want to live in.
Sure.
Where are these affordable homes located then?
Okay.
And are they within reach of trying to get out and in?
Yes, I mean, it's right in Accra. So it's located at Ayimensa to the Danfa stretch. It's just under 5 minutes you will be at the community. So once you get to the Ayimensa toll booth, you take your immediate right and you drive towards that road. You
Into Danfa.
Into Danfa. You not get to Danfa proper.
Just on the stretch.
Just on the stretch. It's just like I'm saying, it's under 5 minutes drive from the main road. That's the Ayimensa toll booth, and you will find yourself within the Rehoboth Havens, which is a gated community. Yes.
Okay. So if we want to contact you, etc., where do we get you?
Okay, so you can reach us on Facebook, Instagram, or you can even go to our website www.rebelsocialhousing.com, or you can reach us on 055-375-1933. I'll repeat the number, 055-375-1933, and also 020-6823-524, 020-6823-524. We also have an office in United Kingdom, UK office. You can reach us also on platform
for overseas customers.
Yes.
Okay.
So we are an international company. So if you are in Canada, you are in US, Germany, you can reach out to us as well. So the number is +44 203 1492 637 and +44 1908 533 149.
All right. If there are three pieces of advice you want to give those who are prospecting to own a home with Rehoboth Social Housing, what would they be?
Okay, so
what would they come to enjoy when they come to buy one of your units?
So this is actually an investment. So we are calling on individuals, corporate organizations, associations, groups, parents. You can even buy this for your kid as a form of investment, right? Just to give the person a certain foundation. So you can get this as an investment for your wards. I mean, who will in the near future move in, and of course they can start their life with that. And also, as an individual, as a young person, you can also invest. You can put your money in there and then make some returns in the near future. Once you own the property, I mean, property always appreciates in value. So if today you are getting it at a price of, say, maybe $40,000, in the next 2-3 years to come, it will be around $55,000. You'll be getting value for your money. So it's a good venture. So our doors are open to the entire Ghanaian populace, those in Ghana, those abroad, those in the diaspora. We are saying that come to Rehoboth Social Housing and own yourself a decent but an affordable house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, the two of you, and Francisca right here, Chikata. Francisca Chikata as part of the lead marketing and sales, Rehoboth Social Housing, and then also Ephraim Nyante doing as the owners. Make sure that you visit their website, Rehoboth Social Housing. You'll get to know all the properties that they have, and then what also fall within your means. Of course, we know that in the market you have some level of home financing with a financial institute. They can also assist you by giving you advice on what you have to do, etc. Exactly. And I think those testimonies from the customers or those who already live in these initial units built will bear testimony to how worthy it is to invest with Rehoboth Social Housing. That's why we have to go for a break. When we come back, we have this conversation with the Ghana East Commission, and I tell you the numbers are not too good, but we need to know which age groups, productive age, etc. What's the mode of transmission, what sort of education we need as well. Join us next.
It's a little bit dark, a little bit cold, and it's hard to bear. Oh, oh. Toba mumatika, otuko kwejusa na waita. Toke miwa wama, fubanyo kwewala. Oh, if we could see past the pleasures of life, maybe we'd know the real meaning of life. A little bit of love and a little bit of hope, a little bit of caution's all we need. A little bit wiser, a little bit smarter. Your heart's been calling. A little bit of love and a little bit of hope, a little bit of caution's all we need. A little bit wiser, a little bit smarter. Your heart's been calling. When the heat is on and your groove is on, when the light is green, put your brakes on.
Always be faithful, use your protection. We'll save a rainy day, yeah, yeah.
Wekuwa kulinda nadala batomyaka temu papa atemu abafumbo mukumo mwesigwa. Oh, if we could see past the borders of life,
Obulamu bubwo, fuba bukume bulungi, bukume.
love and a little bit of hope, a little bit of caution's all we need. A little bit wiser, a little bit smarter. Your heart's been calling. A little bit of love and a little bit of hope, a little bit of caution's all we need. A little bit wiser,
All right, you're welcome back, and we're still watching TV3 New Day. We're going to be talking about HIV infections that have increased over the last couple of months. Just about a week ago, or so in fact, at the beginning of this month, news broke that there were some 100,000 persons in the country who were not aware that they had HIV. In fact, they are HIV carriers, unaware of their status, and they were spreading this. Now, this came from the Ghana AIDS Commission, and they said that more than 28% of people living with HIV still do not know their HIV status because they have not tested, and that represents the 100,000 figure that I mentioned earlier. As if that is not enough, we're told that mother-to-child HIV transmissions have also increased, even though interventions have been put in place to ensure that the infections decrease to a large extent. Unfortunately, that is also increasing. What could be the reason why we're, first of all, having people contract the infection and not being aware of it? And also, why is the transmission from mother to child so high? We'll have the conversation this morning with Dr. Fred Nanapoku. He's the Director for Technical Services at the Ghana AIDS Commission. Good morning, sir. I hope you're well.
I'm good.
Good to have you.
Yes.
And it's necessary that we also have a conversation with the midwife because, of course, she deals directly with the mothers and their babies. So DDNS, Gifty Ayi, she's the Director for Nursing and Midwifery Services at the Ridge Hospital. She's been practicing as a midwife for 30 years. Wow. That's nice to know. Good morning to both of you.
Okay.
I know this doesn't relate to it, but this morning we're having a conversation about brain drain in the medical field and how, I like how you gave me a thumbs up. Are you considering,
what?
Have you been considering?
They are going.
You are going?
They are going.
They are going.
It's pathetic.
What's the reason?
It's the salary is another, the side issues, maybe the things they need to work with. And also, I think some incentives, something just to keep them going. Nobody wants to go outside in this cold weather, discrimination. But if things are done better here, and we have a lot of things, they'll stay.
You have a lot to say. Maybe we'll add you to our conversation later, not today. You let's focus. We don't want to digress, but we'll come back to you on that issue subsequently. But Doc, let me start off with you. So this is a very startling revelation that as we're all walking about, there are 100,000 of us.
In fact, more than that.
More than that?
Yes.
Who have HIV are not aware of it.
Yes.
And they're having their fun and infecting people.
Yes. You see, it's just unfortunate. People are reluctant to test to know their status. And they're also reluctant to be on medication. And we know from science that if you test and you know your status and you are put on medication, highly effective antiretroviral medications, and you reach a stage where we call viral suppression, your ability to transmit the virus sexually is markedly reduced, near zero. In fact, when your viral load is undetectable, as per WHO standards, then you have zero chance of transmitting the virus sexually. So if people are in the system and do not even know that they have the virus, because even those who know that they have, some are reluctant to take their medications, and they are also having sex unprotected. Some of them, I'm not saying. And that is another cause of new infections. The risk is there, it's high. So if you are not even aware and you are not conscious of that, and your conscience does not prick you, definitely you do anything anyhow.
At the moment, do you have the statistics to show how many people, in fact, have HIV overall?
Yes, we have. We do. In fact, at the end of 2022, December, it's estimated that we have over 354,927 people who are living with HIV in the country, from our estimation, using the UNAIDS estimates and projections. And unfortunately, as we had said, about 28% of this population are not aware that they have, because they have not even tested to know. People are in the system, they haven't tested to know their status.
Why are they not testing? Are they afraid? Is it the issue of stigma?
That is a part of it. Stigma is part of it. Being afraid of stigmatization. And you know, the mentality, in most cases, some people think that, well, what you don't know
doesn't kill you. I was just going to come to that I'd rather not know, because sometimes people say that if I find out, it will kill me faster.
But unfortunately, in this field, it doesn't work that way. If you know, rather, then you are able to get the right medication, the right counseling, and you will remain healthy, and your life expectancy remains like any other normal Ghanaian.
Are the infections rife amongst younger people or older people?
It's in both cases, but it's just unfortunate that as we speak, as of last year, more than 4,610 adolescents or young people aged 15 to 24 were newly infected with the virus, getting to 5,000.
Okay. Now, every time we talk about HIV, everybody looks at you, in case they see someone who is infected, they look at the person like you're promiscuous. You're probably having unprotected sex with multiple partners, etc. But we've also been told that transmission is not only through sex. I mean, even those of us who go to the salons, have our nails done, even that could lead to HIV infection, you know? So what are we doing to ensure that the education goes beyond just letting people know that it's because you're having too much? Of course, we need to let people know that you need to protect yourself, you need to abstain, you need to be faithful. But there are also other ways by which people are contracting. And I'll come to you shortly, midwife, but I just want to hear from Doc.
Yes, thank you very much. So 80% of transmissions in our environment is basically via sexual transmission. Okay. And the rest are through the other means, which are also significant. Mother-to-child transmission, for example, accounts for quite a huge numbers. In fact, over almost 3,000 children were infected in 2022 due to mother-to-child transmission of HIV.
What?
Yes. It's about 2,868, almost 3,000 people.
Wow.
Mother-to-child transmission of HIV. That is why we are trumpeting this prevention of mother-to-child transmission agenda and pushing it all over the place. Because, I mean, it's unfortunate. So people should not think that when you test and you are known to be HIV positive, it means you are promiscuous. That notion is very unfortunate and should not be encouraged at all. So there are other means of transmission. You've talked about using sharps and sharing sharps, which are not sterilized and good and all that. Mother-to-child is one key thing that we think we can prevent and ensure that Ghana becomes a generation where we do not have HIV.
Between men and women, who are testing more?
Women, of course.
Men are testing more.
Yes.
So men have the capacity to take the bad
You know why? They are just fortunate. I use that word advisably. Because when they are pregnant, it is not mandatory, but it's almost mandatory because when they go and they are offered, they invariably accept. So out of a total of about 1.9 million tests that were done in Ghana in 2022, about 1.5 was done on females. And just about 400,000 in males. This is unfortunate. So we want to encourage men also to test. That's why the self-testing agenda is for everybody, but we encourage men who are not visiting the facilities, who are not having outreach services, being reached through outreach services, to go for the self-testing.
They're afraid. They're afraid.
Why should they be afraid?
These men. They are mob, legality. When it comes to testing, they are hiding.
We won't hide. I'll speak for them. We won't hide. We will come out now. We will do self-testing.
I hope so.
And we'll get to know our status.
You should have brought the kids this morning so we test live on TV. Yeah, because we the women, we don't mind. I mean, we know we're fine. But let me bring you in, because the issue about mother-to-child infection, we're told that that's increasing, even though there are interventions to ensure that we don't have that, level of infection. What is the reason for that?
Once a woman gets pregnant, that means she had unprotected sex. If you don't have unprotected sex, you don't get pregnant.
Oh, maybe the rubber
one
got torn. So something
or maybe Jesus and Mary.
Virgin
Mary. Once you get pregnant, you're at risk because you had unprotected sex, and the chances of you getting it is great. So once you come to the health facility, because you are supposed to be tested, it's mandatory. Every pregnant woman needs to be tested, and once they test and know you are positive, we initiate you, encourage you to start the drug.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you say initiate, what's the initiate?
We start you on the drug.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay.
Yes, we start you on the drug as early as possible. So as you start the drug, it helps to reduce your viral load, and the chances of the baby getting it is high, so that the baby doesn't get the transmission. So, and it's not easy. Why it's increasing? One, people, because of the stigma, they don't want to come out. So some of them, when they get pregnant, they don't even come to the hospital at all.
Yeah.
They stay in the house. And secondly, those who are pregnant, who are taking the drugs, they don't want the family people to see, even their spouse. They'll hide it or change the container. Yes. And they wonder, why is it that every day I should take drugs? That's why I'm taking my normal antenatal drugs. Why should I add these drugs? And the side effects. But as time goes on, you get used to the drug, and this side effect wears off. So these are most of the times which is making the thing increase. The fact that you come out boldly, and the fact of even coming to test and being tested positive.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't even want to change it. You don't want people to know. But it's more harm to yourself and the innocent baby.
Yes. That's why.
Yes.
But I also did read somewhere that even at the time when the baby is being taken out of the womb, a lot of care has to be taken, because at that point as well, there's a likelihood.
So it's a risk even to the midwife. So in a way, first we're having numbers to track them. But now we've seen that they've seen the numbers. So we have something that we're able to track. When they come antenatally, now we do focus antenatal. So they are all part of the antenatal, but we give them and initiate the drugs. What people don't know that they are part. We don't take them to the HIV unit.
Oh.
Okay, just to help them to come.
Okay.
Yes. So it helps them, and we encourage them. As such, they'll be able to take the drug and prevent the transmission.
But at that time when you're taking out the baby, so what are some of the things you need to do?
Once the viral load is very down, the woman takes it every day to the day of delivery. First, when we test, 34 weeks we test. Then once the first time, whether first trimester, second trimester, you enter the antenatal, we test. Then 34 weeks we test. Then during delivery, we take precautions.
Yeah.
So if we know this person, we know how to conduct the delivery. So it's a risk if we don't know. We'll be mixing them whereby if you don't come out to say that they are. So we have a way we deliver them.
Okay.
In a way not to infect others, and even the nurse herself.
There are cases where nurses have been infected.
Oh yes, can get pricks in the midst of dispatching your duty. Yes, yes. And if sometimes you have a cut and the glass is porous, you can get it easily.
Exactly.
Or you have a cut, you don't treat it, and it's splash of blood, like or something, you can get it.
So I've always said that for those of us, the millennials, and of course the ones that precede us, that generation, when we're growing up, we had protect yourselves, think, and the ABCs of HIV and all that in protection. Those songs have stuck with me till now. It scared me when I was young. I literally didn't even want to hear about HIV. But I think that to a large extent, it did me a lot of good in wanting to protect myself and the people around me. I've complained personally about the fact that we don't even see a lot of those advertisements anymore. So we're saying that, yes, HIV infections are high, 100,000 people have it and they're infecting people and they don't know. But are we doing what we have to do as the Ghana AIDS Commission and government to also ensure that those ways of advertising then, which helped, we can bring them back and find other ways to educate the younger people in a very fun and creative way and still get the message out there?
Yes, we are at it. Unfortunately, slowly, but we are at it. If you listen to the radio nowadays, we can see some of the TVCs and ads that we play on making sure that you disclose your status and things like that. I don't think we are doing as much as we wish because of some constraints.
What are the constraints?
I don't want to go to finance, as we all know.
But let's go there, because we need to know what the problem is.
So that is part of it, right?
Finance from where? So government is supposed to finance the activities of the AIDS Commission?
Yes.
Okay.
Both finance from government, from the private sector, from the public institutions. External sources of funding has also dwindled and all that.
Yeah.
So as a commission trying to avert that unfortunate situation, we are looking at how do we populate our HIV fund.
Okay.
We are coming out, we are preparing some various strategies that will help us to get some more funds into the HIV fund.
Okay.
And then we will use it for such ventures.
Okay.
So that is one bit of it. And then also, you know, in those days when it was new, and as you we had a lot of goodwill from institutions, from media houses and all that. So with a little push, they are willing to give you a space. And all that. Now the space is now narrow.
Very narrow.
Have you come to Media General and said that we will not play?
I mean, Media General, you have done some, but you can't do it all. And also, you know, initially with not only Media General, you will have some free slots, but it can't be free for quite a long time. So, and you need something to maintain your electricity and the air conditioning, which we sit here, and other things. So, it's understandable. So we are also looking at how other private sector institutions and corporate organizations, corporate Ghana, can help. So the generation of internal funds or private sector public funds is some of the challenge, I mean, like the mechanisms that we've put in place to ensure that we get adequate funding to support all these.
So far, how much have you been able to raise in the funding? Do you have those figures?
I don't have that figure.
But have you raised enough to at least?
No. We're now starting. In fact, we're putting in together the strategies, the adverts. We are doing some TVCs and all that we will launch, I mean, like it out and we will bring it out for everybody.
We're looking forward to that. But what other policies have been implemented? Now we're talking about ensuring that infections are low, but the health sector is also at risk. Yes. What policies do you think need to be put in place to also protect your field?
I think every patient that enters the hospital needs to be checked. At least.
Every patient?
Every patient.
So even if I have headache and I come, you want to check HIV?
But we don't force you. We allow you to decide.
Yeah.
And we counsel you. So that at least the result, if it's either negative or positive, you know how to accept it. So it protects you and it protects me. And your lifespan too counts. So if most of the time we start checking because when the patient starts having symptoms, or you think, hey, I'm having diarrhea, I'm having headache, my rashes, before the person goes, it's already positive. But once, or the doctor thinks, oh, this one I have to test. Apart from that, it's only pregnant women who come and we check. So if it's open that at every entry in the hospital, it's checked. And the kits are made available, not running out of.
We've been running out a lot, eh?
Once a while.
Once a while. Yes. This one they are covering up. You are covering up. When did it run out? I mean, tell us. How often do we have supplies?
We have enough now.
Okay.
But as time goes, sometimes we run short of it. During the COVID, like this, when this kitties came, with the even the cartridge for the viral load and things, everything went down.
But even COVID, we understand that it was a global problem because other illnesses were
covered.
You know, they were covered because of COVID. But after COVID,
it's not come back, but we have it now.
Okay.
So I'm praying that it will never run short, and we should make it more available and accessible, and so that if anyone can just walk in and check. So that you know your status.
Yeah.
We can have a slogan, know your status, know your status.
We have launched the TV commercial already. Know your status. But if you walk into a hospital, even if you think you've got a small cat, you test for HIV. You
be
must.
On the safe side.
It's important,
and
right?
Apart from that, too, once a woman comes to the hospital pregnant, it's mandatory. It's one of the policies that we must check and put her on the treatment. Monitor her, and when the baby also is delivered, we give prophylactics, and we monitor them from 6 weeks, 6 months, 9 months, and 18. So we totally discharge as negative.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. That's if the child is positive.
If the child has been exposed to a positive mother.
Oh,
she was
born with it.
Person.
Yes.
But what if maybe at that point the child is also positive? Because I'm sure, do you do the test immediately the child is born?
Yes.
Okay. So when the child is positive, are they also put on antiretroviral?
Yes, we have another type we give.
For babies?
Yes.
Because I was going to say, isn't that too strong for their immune
system?
They also have. I see. Well, so Sarah Paku did a story on this matter, and in fact, she spoke to a mother who had just delivered a baby to share her experience with regards to HIV and, of course, anything that could come out of it. This is what her mother had to say.
Way back to get a child because I thought I would die. When I had my baby and I got to know that she's negative, I was so happy because it has lifted a burden off my shoulders, but it affected my family. And due to that, my mom and dad had to separate. The extended family too got to know about it through my dad, and they abandoned me. Everybody had to go away from us, my mom and then my siblings. But upon all the rejections, to date, they don't want to get closer to me, but I haven't given up.
He advised for mothers.
The way my body reacts to my medication is different from somebody's own. So I wouldn't know how it is. Somebody will say when she takes, she vomits a lot. And because of that, she can't take. But when you take and you vomit, you have any reaction, you have to get back to the facility. But if you say because you are vomiting or you are having reactions and you won't go to the, you are not doing us any good. And you are not doing your child to any good.
This is from Sarah Apenko, I believe. I hope I got the name right this time. Sarah, forgive me, don't beat me up. But that's a report with a mother who is HIV positive but was able to deliver a baby without passing on the infection to the baby. And you see how healthy she looks. So HIV is not written on your face for everybody to know that you are positive. They look just like everybody else, especially when they're taking their drugs, right? So which is why you need to be careful and you need to protect yourself. But you see, I noticed something here. Now, we keep talking about stigma, but this is an interview with a mother who's sharing her experience, but we cannot show her face. Because the moment her face goes out, her entire community is going to probably pack out and go and live somewhere else. Yes, we're saying try not to get infected, protect yourself. But what are we doing to ensure that society also understands that these things, you really cannot control it. And if someone is HIV positive, it doesn't mean that you should shun the person. Doc?
It's unfortunate. It's... In some countries, that level of stigma is not there. You go to Kenya, South Africa, that level of stigma is not there. And this is a typical example, as you rightly said. You interview somebody, I'm just HIV positive, you can't even show the face.
Exactly.
It's so unfortunate. But it's this perception that we have. And we are trying to change that through education, through campaigns. Though, in spite of our restrictions that we have, the challenges that we have, we try to do it as much as possible. When you go, and unfortunately, some of this stigma is even rampant in the facilities. The health care workers who are supposed, my sister, who are supposed to know that, yes, they are stigmatizing.
Wow.
So they are bits and pieces of campaigns through some donor agencies, through the government, in various facilities, helping to reduce stigma, helping to educate healthcare facilities. And I want to talk to my colleagues, doctors, nurses, paramedics, and all that, that please do not stigmatize. Sometimes we use some words that we think are not stigmatizing. We think it's normal. HIV or something. You see, but the person might not get it from your angle, from where you are coming from. So let's be careful in our dealings with persons who live with HIV. Let's not stigmatize. Let's encourage them to take their medications, and society at large. If somebody is in school and is always taking drug, don't. I mean, there are so many stories about adolescent young people in schools who hide to take their medicines, or, I mean, they can't not even take their medicines when they get to school. And it's causing havoc. It's causing resistance to the drugs. It's causing unhealthy lives for these young people, etc., etc. So please, this is part of the education, as I'm speaking now, that people should not stigmatize. There's no reason. I mean, moral judgment, again, who is the perfect human? I think when I walked in, there was a song that was being played. Well, who is perfect to judge? And even one sexual act, as I always say, can result in HIV. Somebody who has been a virgin throughout can have one sexual act, and that lands you. So, and do you know the cause? And now we know several causes or routes of transmission. PMTCT, as I said, almost 3,000 in the year 2022. People born fresh with HIV. They'll grow into adulthood, they are 18, they are in the universities, they go and test, they are HIV positive, and you will judge them as saying an immoral person, and you stigmatize that person. It doesn't really wash. It doesn't. It's not correct.
It doesn't.
So please, we will continue our campaigns in the little way that we can through our civil society organizations and through other channels. We've been doing some through the social media channels by sending posters on stigma, on taking of ARVs and things like that. So we need your support.
Definitely.
And we need the support of Media General and all media houses to give us the platforms to play our ads, to even contribute to the AIDS fund, especially Corporate Ghana. We are going to launch, in fact, with a short code, star 9898 hash.
Star 9898 hash.
Yes.
Okay.
That you use to donate, and you follow the prompts as it is, and then it shows you how to donate into the HIV fund.
How much are you looking to raise? Give us. Speak by faith. People are watching. Oh, you know, one person can give all that money.
Actually, you see, the annual expenditure for HIV, it's about over $100 million.
Annual expenditure?
Yes.
Wow.
In fact, in 2022, what we gathered was about $127 million from the NASA estimations.
For just Ghana?
For Ghana, yes.
Wow.
Because the drugs and treatment for persons living with HIV takes about 65% of this amount.
And these drugs are given free?
They are given free. You get it, the drift. Right?
The viral load too.
And yes, and we do viral load. And it covers about 65% of this over $100 million.
Star 9898 hash.
Yes.
Please contribute. You have 100 million sitting in your account. It's not do anything. Give it to us. Let us use it to fix it. I wanted to say in people's homes, but I won't say it. Please, Oliver, don't push me. Okay, so, ma'am, just final words to the medical field as well, because he's talking about stigmatization emanating from the health facilities.
Yes, I think we need to also do an education in-house for my midwives and nurses, doctors, paramedics, to know that when you have the HIV, even it's not the end of life. You can live your normal life. So far as your viral load is suppressed down to the minimum.
Yeah.
And if you are able to, the attitude towards this patient counts a lot. So public-wise, community-wise, churches, marketplaces, all around, they need to be educated.
Yeah.
Yes. And as we who give the care to, my nurses are even getting pricks. The needle, they'll get a prick. So they're supposed to even take the prophylactic.
Yeah.
So we are all exposed. So we don't need to stigmatize anybody. It's part of life.
Yeah. It is part of life. And so make sure that you don't look down on anyone who would be HIV positive. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And just a reminder again, so star 9898 hash, please contribute to the Ghana AIDS Commission Fund, because every year about $100 million is expended on HIV, education, drugs, everything else in between, just to make sure that we're safe as a nation. And we hope that the numbers reduce as we move along. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Protect yourself. Be faithful.
Know your status.
Know your status. Know your status. Know your status. Yes, that's what you said we should say, right? Know your status. Anyway, so I've been speaking.
And no discrimination.
No discrimination. So we have
Zero
to change.
discrimination.
So now from ABC to what? Because now know your status, no discrimination.
ABCD.
Oh, okay. I only
Because
knew
drugs,
ABC. Drugs, yes.
are also preventive measures. When your viral load is suppressed, you have zero chances or rates
We need to
of
bring S
transmission.
in so that we talk about stigma as well.
Stigma,
Do you get
yes.
it? Listen, Ambassador Bakope. Anyway, Dr. Fred Nana Poku, Director of Technical Services at the Ghana AIDS Commission, and DDNS. What does that mean, by the way?
Deputy Director for Nursing Services. In fact, I'm the head of nursing and midwifery.
Oh, nice.
Hospital.
Oh, honored to meet you. DDNS Gifty Ayi, Director Nursing and Midwifery Services at the Ridge Hospital. She's been doing this for 30 years. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Well, we'll
you
have to cross over now to the business team. There's a forum that is happening in a bit, but let's just quickly take a look at birthday messages before we cross over and take that event live. So first one coming up, happy birthday to you, by the way, if it's your birthday today. And also to this very cute princess, Ballerina. God richly bless your new age, and much love to your sister. This is from Mr. Paul Atukwansa. And also, happy birthday to Prince Charles Adi. Hey, party! Okay, party at Deacon Gile. So DOP at APL. He's also a deacon in his church. Enjoy your new age, senior, from all of us at Media General. Party, Charlie, we salute you. Much love. Pastor Augustine Arthur Norman, resident minister of the Church of Pentecost at Bofu Worship Center. His grace upon you never cease. This is from Elder Emmanuel of Faye. To Francisca Owusu, God bless you abundantly. I like your braids. To Miss Rejoice Agbolegbe, from your children, God bless you, ma'am. And also to CEO of Sunday's Couture Academy, may the good Lord bless you and increase you from grace to grace. This is from all your customers. To Emmanuel Lucky's Tete of Gehok Distilleries, God bless you. Okay, amen. And Nyamidom, third runner-up for Talented Kids Season 13. May the Lord continue to protect, guide, and favor you. To Eva Love Kesiwa Chum, may your new year be blessed. This is from Eric at TV3. To Nadia Nakoshi in France, enjoy a fulfilled life. This is from Madame Esther Boama and the entire family. To Sheila Frimpong of 1647 Stores, this is from Evelyn Holdbrooks of Netco Bechem. God bless you. Okay. To Mrs. Sandra Jane Fee, may you have a fulfilling life in all your endeavors. This is from Kabna. Enjoy, dear. To Albert Osebon, so a teaching assistant at UENR, God richly bless your new age. This is from Pepperat Dennis. To Honorable James Na, the submarine, more blessings. This is from the organizing team at Teshi. Okay. Mrs. Abigail Mawuto Yevo and Petra Sedinam Yevo, from your friends and family, God bless you. To Persis Amankwa, more of everything special, and God bless your new age. To Techi Letitia, God bless you. Enjoy your day. Wesley Wanda Reigns, Opoku Boating, wishing God's favor and blessings. This is from Mr. and Mrs. Opoku Boating. Happy birthday, champ. Princess Kezia Irabna Ewenam Agodope. God, this is from your mom Agnes Mesa Agodope. And from NAT headquarters, God bless your new age. To Agatha Ankara, I wish you long life and more of everything special, Mom. This is from your daughter, Eunice Dennis. To Mrs. Annabelle Trefour, may you keep shining in God's glory. This is from your husband, Mr. Sheriff Trefour. Okay, to Davina Achunovi, may the good Lord bless your new age. You are truly an angel. This is from Frank in Kruma. To Ma Miss Sewa of Anointed Faith Chapel, enjoy your new age. God bless you. Agnes Ewusi, excel and be blessed bountifully. This is from your lovely Davis Turkson. I think that's about it for this morning, I believe. So, well, a couple of them that we should have wished you, we apologize for that. But happy birthday again to you, Roland.
Well, I have a friend of mine who got promoted, or jumped from one rank to the other. So Colonel Kofi Obriyabwa, former commanding officer of the 153rd Armed Recce Regiment, Sunyang. You're now at Army Headquarters Chief G5, and it's coming from Edwin, based in Canada. We wish you all the best as well. This is really, but we have to take you to the 3 business summits, and we know that we have some great personalities who contribute to not only public opinion but also conversation on the economy. And so we'll be going there when we are ready. But make sure that you're always sticking with us and also cashing out. And today we do encourage you that cash out also means that you have to memorize the short code *439#. *439#. Let's all of us be part of this conversation. Let us know what you think. Can we do a draw now? Can we do a draw now? Can we do a draw now? Okay,
let's
so
do that.
So we're doing a draw. Doing a draw.
Here we go. Here we go. And stop. Oh. Okay. 0557586 ****. That could be you. I'm sure you're receiving an alert right now. 1,000 Ghana cedis dropping in your account. Ha! Aren't you lucky? We're calling you now. We hope that you'll pick up and speak to us about how you feel. 1,000 cedis in the morning. I need some more.
I know, right? We're on it.
Okay, let's do the next draw while we wait for this caller to answer his or her phone. So here we go, another number, and that could be you. I hope you played the game this morning. Remember, it's *439#. Just dial that and select option 2, TV3 Ghana. That would be option 2, and just wait and win 1,000 cedis, just like that. Well, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's stop it here. And this could be you. Congratulations to you. 0531453 ****. If that's your number, then you just received 1,000 Ghana cedis. So we're trying to reach these winners to see if they would answer. And if not, congratulations to you anyway. And thank you for playing the game. Thank you for cashing out. Remember that we are your friends, so you can share 500, 500. What do you say?
Yeah.
If you win 1,000, give me 500, give Roland 500.
That's all.
That's all.
That will be fine.
Yeah.
But again, remember, we have the 3 Business Summit, and it's in association with the GNCCI. And this is what you should be expecting in the next few minutes.
And shakers in the world of business and the academia come together for the 3 Business TV3 Thought Leadership Lecture Series under the theme Ghana's Claim of Economic Self-Governance and Independence, a myth, reality, or the need for a paradigm shift. The lecture will bring together economic gurus who will deliberate to find the way forward for the economy of Ghana. Main speaker Kwame Pianim, renowned economist. Panelist Mark Bedwa-Boaji, CEO, Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Professor Godfred Bokpeng, a professor of finance and economist at the University of Ghana Business School. Joe Jackson, Director of Operations, Dalex Finance. Atubia Esiama Abuaje, Vice Chair, the Association of Ghana Industries, Tema Branch. Date, Wednesday, August 9, 2023 at 9:30 a.m. prompt at the Executive Theatre, TV3. Be part of this economic summit and let's move the country forward together. The 3 Business TV3 Thought Leadership Lecture Series, exclusive to TV3. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment.
Well, so make sure you stay with us and we'll bring you that live right here. But Bella, we have to call it a morning.
Yes, we have to. I think it's been a pleasant morning.
Yes, it has been. Great education as well.
Exactly. And share with us, of course, what you think we can do to help our medical field and the people who work in it to stay